This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, we are joined by Romcom expert Jasmine. Welcome, Jasmine. We're so excited to
Hello.
have you on.
Thank you so much for having me.
So I obviously saw you on TikTok, and um, anybody that loves rom-coms as much as we do definitely is a plus for us. A little bit about like how you even got started doing your TikToks, why rom-coms. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, I mean, why rom-coms? I feel like it's like easy from like the traditional like Disney to like rom-com pipeline is so true. Like all the fantasy and romance. So I feel like that was just like a no-brainer of how my movie loving kind of journey went. But as far as TikTok goes, it was completely random. So I had made that spreadsheet that you guys probably saw on TikTok for one of my friends, because believe it or not, I'm like one of the only ones in my friend groups who likes rom-coms or really likes movies. So I had like made that spreadsheet for rom-coms to educate them and like push them in a direction of watching more. And then I had posted about it and it just kind of blew up. And I was like, I mean, I love talking about rom-coms, so let's keep it going.
That's awesome. I know Jackie could appreciate a good spreadsheet, 100%.
I love a spreadsheet.
It makes
Well,
life so much more organized, you know?
we'll have to show you our spreadsheet of just like all the movies and how we have it organized. Trying to figure out, we try to do movies around their when it's like an anniversary. So we have it all mapped out by dates and stuff. So it's really fun. So we have a fun game for you.
Okay.
I don't know if you've seen this on TikTok where it's kind of rank them. We're going to just spit out movies and you're going to try to rank them 1 through 6, 1 being that the best, 6 being not your favorite. Just to see how you feel. Now, since we're doing The Wedding Singer, we thought we would do a friends to lovers category for rom-coms.
Such a good trope.
And all of these movies are in our time frame from 1995 to 2005. So hopefully you've seen them. If you haven't, then you're gonna have to guess, I guess.
So our first one is 13 going on 30.
Oh, that is starting out strong. 13 going on 30. I feel like I have to put it number 1. Like,
oh, wow. Okay.
Razzles everything. Yeah.
Our second one is The Wedding Singer.
Ooh. Okay. I mean, I just watched it and reminded myself why I like it, but I'll put it in the middle as 3 for The Wedding Singer.
Okay.
Brown Sugar.
Wow. I've only seen this one once. So Brown Sugar, I'll put number 4.
Whatever It Takes.
I actually don't think I've seen that one.
Ooh,
it's a good one.
It's a good one.
Oh, no. Okay, yes, where the 2 boys swap, like try to get the other girl to fall. Yes, okay.
Yes.
Awesome. Whatever It Takes. I'll put that as number 5.
Okay.
When a Date with Tad Hamilton.
Oh, okay. So I only have 6 and 2 left. I'll put that as number 6. When a Date with Tad Hamilton.
And A Lot Like Love.
Okay, this one I for sure have not seen with Ashton Kutcher, and I've been trying to watch it, and it's not streaming anywhere.
Oh, wow.
So I feel guilty that I have to put
at number 2.
Second,
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna cave and like buy it somewhere. Although I tried, but I have to physically buy it because you can't even buy it on the Amazon.
Yeah, we've had a few. We just did Head Over Heels. Well, we recorded Head Over Heels and we had to buy it. Well, Jackie did. So before we I have a question for all of us, but I'm curious, what time period would you say is like your favorite for rom-coms?
Is it bad that I have 2? Because like my number 1 favorite rom-com is When Harry Met Sally, but then the rest of mine are probably like from like a 2004 to like 2008.
I feel like A Lot Like Love is really just a newer version of When Harry Met Sally.
Ooh, okay. I definitely need to watch it then.
It's I mean, there's even like a New Year's scene, essentially. So
Oh, wow.
yeah. So since we are doing the 80s in The Wedding Singer, I thought I would ask you guys, which 80s rom-com do you think is overrated and which one do you think is the best?
Mm-mm. Well, obviously the best is When Harry Met Sally. That was 1980. I don't remember.
Is it
Um,
89, 80s?
88, 89, one of those, towards the end
Yeah,
of the 80s. So definitely think that one's the best.
it's 89.
Overrated. Um, I love Tom Hanks, but if you consider Splash a rom-com, then I feel like I'd pick that one.
Yeah. Uh, Gosh, Jackie, do you have any?
Uh, overrated is I'm gonna go Pretty in Pink, but really any John Hughes movie.
Um, it's funny. I was thinking about Pretty in Pink because I used to really love it growing up, and I rewatched it not too long ago, and I was just like, this is not given what I thought it was given. I do love the characters, but it's just like Blaine is
Yeah.
I man, the way I had a crush on Andrew McCarthy.
Yeah.
Now I'm just like, ew. You let your friends bully her. You have no spine. You're pathetic.
Isn't
I
that
love
funny? Like when you go back and watch them and you're like, kind of cringe.
very cringe, 100%. Um, I do love but I feel like Pretty in Pink, and this is where Jackie and I kind of talk about this, like I don't find that to be so rom-com as much as it may be just like a romantic movie
Yeah.
or a rom-dram, I guess.
Yeah.
Besides Best Friend Ducky, it's like the comedic relief kind of situation. But I don't know if Adventures in Babysitting counts as a rom-com, but I very much love that damn movie. I mean, she does get a man at the end, so I'm gonna count it. That's my favorite.
My favorites, it's a tie. I don't care for most 80s movies in
Yes, true.
general. So and these are kind of skirting rom-coms,
Mm-hmm.
but Princess Bride
That's a great one.
and
Quality.
then Romancing the Stone with Kathleen Turner and Michael Douglas.
I do love them all those movies that they did together. That was really good. Yeah, all the other movies that I like are not necessarily in the rom-com genre.
Rom-com.
Mm-hmm.
Like Death Becomes Her, love it. She Devil, love it. Um but that's more of a revenge movie. And I really, really love True Beverly Hills, like nobody's business. But that is
That's not
not
even
a rom-com.
no. Now we're just naming 80s movies.
If we are,
Yeah.
we don't get a chance to talk about 80s movies that often. So
We
I
don't.
I had to take my shots.
You gotta do a
My
series.
But when Harry Met Sally is so freaking good. And
It is.
did Linda produce that one, right?
I'm pretty sure she did. Yeah.
So we just interviewed Linda Opes. I say her name wrong sometimes, sorry. And she's like this amazing producer, and she produced that film, Sleepless in Seattle, Hope Floats. So if you guys haven't listened to that episode, you definitely should. It's just amazing, all the cool stuff that she got to tell us. And just the behind the scenes, like how they found the yellow dress for How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. It just, we could sit there and listen to her for hours.
Yeah. That reminds me of like a book that I just finished, like From Hollywood with Love, that dives deep into like the history and behind the scenes of rom-coms and the evolution from like the 80s to like up until like 2018.
Oh, that's awesome.
So How do you feel about like the transition of the rom-coms? I saw somebody on TikTok talk about how rom-coms didn't die, they just changed because of like that time period in the late 2000s or early
Yeah.
2010s with Judd Apatow movies, and like these nerdy guys became the romantic lead instead.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of reasons why they like died, or I put in quotes because I don't think they died. There were some gems out there, but also like I feel like a lot of people are just going off after like Oscar bait, and rom-coms are not usually like that, so they went more towards um like lower budget films, and then they're trying to get like not as many A-list actors and trying to start more actors and getting their careers up and running. And so that's why I'm like, there's still a lot of great storylines, but sure, they don't have an A-list actor attached to them at that time, but maybe they'll become one, and then people like look back and be like, that was a great movie.
Yeah, it's true.
So, like we said, we used to work at Blockbuster, and so we could do employee recommendations. So you are now an honorary Blockbuster employee. What 3 movies from 95 to 2005 would you put on your recommendations?
So you've got mail. How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
That is
Yep.
definitely in our time period. We just did that movie last year.
Oh, amazing. And since we just talked about it, 13 Going in 30, I feel like that was early.
That's definitely in our time period. And love these recommendations. Now, why don't you tell everybody where they can find you?
You can find me mostly on TikTok at just me jazz. Don't make fun of the username again. This is the last one there. And because of that, on Instagram, just me jazz underscore.
Well, and you guys can check us out at No More Late Fees on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. And stay tuned for the Wedding Singer episode with Jasmine later this week.
And as always, be kind and rewind.